Everyone. So I've been sandwiched between two dynamic experts, Dr. Sarah Karing and Dr. Rajinder Puri. And to justify my smartness in delivering this talk within 15 minutes is going to be a tough challenge for me. Well, I'm Alino Sumi and I'm from IIT Gandhinagar. You all might be wondering what is an IITian doing here in this workshop of traditional knowledge when our students are trying to reduce fuel emissions for rocket sciences with ISRO. But I'm at the right place because IIT Gandhinagar is one of the few IITs in India where we have a very strong faculty and student strength in the discipline of humanities and social sciences. We have students and faculties working with man and animal relationship in Arunachal. We have students working in agriculture in Manipur, and I'm also working on intangible heritage of the Nagas and the Aborigines of South Australia, along with the Bhils in Western Gujarat. So trust me, I'm in the right place. So during my talk, I would interchangeably be using we to refer to indigenous communities and people. So all simple living communities have time-tested knowledge and their endowments, and this knowledge system of ours reflects the 3 R's, that is the respect, responsibility, and reciprocity. So keeping this at the backdrop, I take that all of us are present here because of our interest, contribution, and acknowledgement to traditional knowledge systems of various indigenous communities. Hence, without much delay, I would proceed to the indigenous constructs of traditional knowledge in Northeast India. So I would like to look at Assam. Yeah, so in Brahmaputra Valley, they have, so Barua et al. Has reported about 28 fishing traps indigenously designed by traditional fishermen, and also 11 fishing gears in an annual collective fishing event in Kamrup. So this fishing is always done before the spawning of fishes to avoid disrupting the life cycle of the fishes. And Kalita et al. In 2004 has documented about 13 villages of Semelso, Hauraghat, Langsomepi, and Diang, a block of Assam hill zones. They've mentioned about pond construction and maintenance, and for this pond construction and maintenance they use traditional bamboos that we've found in Assam for traditional spillway, and also plantation of coconut and areca trees on the pond dikes to prevent soil erosion, and also turfing of the side of embankments with grasses immediately after construction. And for fish seed transportation, it was actually interesting to note that they actually add like 50 ml of locally brewed rice beer to 10 liters of water in aluminum handis to transport the fries from the market. And to control turbidity, they place these paddy straws or banana stems to control persistent clay turbidity. They remove them when the stems are rotten and replace them with fresh ones. Before that, about this fish health management, and for algal bloom, they spray this cattle urine in the pond to control algal bloom, and also for control of crustacean ectoparasite argillus. This is ectoparasite. The bamboo cones are splitted and they are erected at the bottom of the sediments, and this allows the fishes to rub against the splits and get rid of the parasites. And they also submerge old gunny bags in water and remove them periodically to dry and exterminate egg deposits of these particular ectoparasites. And to control ulcerative disease syndrome in fishes, they use turmeric powder paste or ash of bamboo or straw. Barua et al. Has mentioned about the Bhils. These are the wetlands with stagnant water. So it is a community-led management among the Tiwa community. But we did not, I did not see much emphasis on the sustainable practices that the particular community has, and not much literature review on this Tiwa community. And Barua has also mentioned that these bills are under the Revenue Department, and some of them are maintained by the Assam Fisheries Development Corporation. So this relatively highlights the need for community governance and decentralized management. And there is a study on the north bank tributaries of Lower Brahmaputra, the Balingi and Cholkoa community. They report that the community's traditional knowledge of eliminating this particular freshwater species, Walagu atu, using a small indigenous fish, Salmon fascia bacaila, and freshwater bivalve, Lamnidens marginalis, as baits to terminate or fish the Walagu atu. Correspondingly, in Dhubri district of Assam, fishermen use liver of goats to bait this particular fish called Clipisoma garua. And also in Kalong Kapili village in Nagaland, the riverine communities use duck meat to catch small catfish. This is a small catfish mistus. And in the Brahmaputra and Barak valleys, DAS in 2018 have reported apart from fishes and other aquatic organisms, vegetables like water spinach, Ceylon spinach, and water lily are also grown. So these are also grown. And a recent study by Sarma and Mohan, 2022, has reported on the Kaibarta communities. So these Kaibarta communities' livelihood is derived from the rivers and wetlands called bills. However, with limited accounts of their sustainability or how they manage the traditional ecosystem, because much of this study has been done on the ritual obeisance, like how they go about the ritual activities before fishing, and not much. It was majorly inclined on rituals and very less on traditional management of the source of their livelihood. So a prospective in-depth study is required on this particular community. So now let's look into the state of Manipur. So besides catering to fish populations, aquatic ecosystems are home to aquatic invertebrates which are consumed by the resource-dependent communities. So Devi et al. Has reported also the Moyon and Chara, yes, the Moyon community, like 15 fishing methods and 11 ectotoxic plants have been used for fish yield optimization. The community members have collectively regulated fishing during upstream migration of fishes, but a detailed and immersive community-based study is encouraged to fill the knowledge gaps. And this is another report by Devi. The use of Tipula diptera, this is the larvae of the crane fly, in larva stage as ethnomedicine of the Dangkul, Mao and Pomai community of Manipur. And Rai and Ralang, in the study conducted in 2011, they say that they've conducted an environmental impact assessment of the Loktak Lake, where there is a report of uncontrolled profusion of water hyacinth, which has reduced the oxygen level for the fishes and has created ideal habitats for mosquitoes. So Rai and Ralang has suggested breeding of these weevils in the lake for controlling excess growth of water hyacinth. The integration of aquaculture with ural ferox belonging to the family Nymphaceae is improving livelihood status of fish farming communities of 4 districts of Manipur: Imphal West, Imphal East, Bishnupur and Thoubal. This is also a commercial plant. And Singh et al. Further reports the communities use pond dikes for plantation of Colocasia esculenta to reduce siltation while growing. Like it reduces siltation also, and it acts as a subsistence crop for the community. And this is an interesting initiative by Dongbram Amarjit, the Loktak Lake Museum. You must all have heard about this. So this museum cares for and displays the artistic, cultural and historical artifacts associated with the lake. This is a community-led and community-based museum which is really instrumental in documenting traditional knowledge on aquatic ecosystem. And we have delegates from Alafam. So they have declared a portion of the Birari part within the lake as protected fish sanctuary and has banned fishing during May and July. And they've also encouraged plantation of water chestnuts for commercial purposes. And in Meghalaya, we have the Wachiwari Fish Sanctuary, where they have community members who guards the sanctuary and receive remuneration from the village council, and defaulters have to pay penalties like rupees 10,000 Indian rupees, 1 pig, 1 cow, a bag of rice, a bag of sugar, packs of biscuits for any violation against fishing, unregulated fishing. And this is another fish sanctuary in East Garo Hills district. So they've all been instrumental in promoting community livelihoods for the communities who lives around the fish sanctuary, and they have also acknowledged Meghalaya Aquaculture Mission and Meghalaya Basin Development Authority, who have provided logistic supports to the community, but the main responsibility of protecting the fish sanctuary is by the community. So we have other fish sanctuaries like Amlai Mashir Fish Sanctuary, Songkalwari Fish Sanctuary, and Asim Bibra Fish Sanctuary, and all this, they say that not just fishes, but turtles and aquatic plants have also increased around the sanctuary, and the impact of conservation has not only been instrumental for ecological diversity or balance, but also for the socio-economic conditions of the community. They say that the ecotourism activities have been boosted. They have shops being run by women who sell traditional foods and drinks, and during the peak season, that is the winter season, a tea shop can earn as much as rupees 40,000 a month, and defaulters also pay a fine of rupees 30,000. And yes, a particular study by Tinsong and Tiwari has talked about the Warkasi community. They have documented about 6 ichthyotoxic plants that are pesticidal plants which act as toxins for the fishes, and 11 other plants as bait. And the knowledge on artificial habitats, like the temporary enclosures where fishes are fed once a day for about 3 to 4 weeks. So this fish feeds include these plants, and after the fries are kind of matured, they try to transport it to the fish sanctuary. Now looking into Nagaland, so this is a fieldwork which was conducted last year. This is an annual fishing, annual community fishing between the Sumi and the Nagas, and I'm sure lots of other communities in Nagaland and other northeast region also practice fishing with the help of ecotoxic plants. And these particular plants have a certain chemical composition, majorly rotenone. So rotenone is supposed to stupefy the fishes. So this, the Sumi and the Lota community come together once in a month to conduct this fishing event. And the particular plant they used for this event was Milicia peccicarpa. And it's not cultivated, but it's found in the wild. And I chose this picture because this was a part of my field work, and also this was before the colonial portraits. This was used as the annual rain calling ceremony. So I've just used this field work, as though it's unpublished. And not only fishes, but aquatic invertebrates play a crucial role in our diet. So we talk about entomophagy, that is the consumption of insects. So this is a recent paper that was published, which I authored. So we have the giant water bug and water beetle, and these are consumed by the Sumi Nagas in Dimapur, and which are commercially available. And similar work has been done by Moji et al. And their work had a more detailed, comprehensive and detailed documentation more than my paper, and I acknowledge that. So this corresponds to aquatic ecosystem facilitating health, well-being and livelihood of the community. And in Nagaland, aquatic ecology is not only crucial for fishes or for other invertebrates, but also for migratory raptors like emperor falcons. How many of you have spotted this at Bhanti village in Woka? Great. So we just have 2, 3. So yeah, these emperor falcons are raptors, and they come all the way from Siberia towards their en route journey to South Africa. They roost in the Doyang Reservoir in Woka district, and they feed on the fishes and the termites available there. They fatten themselves up, and then they start the journey onwards to South Africa. So this aquatic ecology has also played a crucial role in their migratory journey. So all this research, or all this study that I've displayed now is a result of just a week or about 9 days of desktop research that I've done, and I acknowledge that there are more works being done on aquatic ecosystem, which I'll be further incorporating in the report that I have to present to GIZ. And the next is about the inclusion of traditional knowledge in teaching and learning curriculum. As per my readings, and I'm also an alumni of Martin Luther Christian University, so I graduated in the Department of Traditional Environment and Traditional Ecosystems, where we have a postgraduate degree focusing on sustainable management, sustainable ecosystem, community management, gender and environment, and there are a whole lot of other papers, courses and curriculum on sustainable management of our biodiversity in its entirety. And I've just learned that they also have value-added courses covering aspects of composting, zero waste and resource efficiency. And I acknowledge that the researchers and the scientists which I have the papers displayed are also from, they do not have a they might not have a designated department on their own on traditional knowledge systems, but most of the researchers and scientists are from, we have this Institute of Bioresources and Sustainable Development, Manipur, we have Nagaland University, we have Assam Agricultural University, Northeastern Hill University, and ICR, RCNEH, that is in Medzipima, Nagaland. And I acknowledge that most of these institutes have been catering to students working on traditional knowledge on various aspects. And looking into the future directions that I've got from a very renowned expert, Baird, he said that for future directions, the fishery governance, especially the community-based fisheries co-management, we have to align with a sustainable approach, prioritizing collaborative relationships. So they say that although the government participates in the process, it recognizes the users to have considerable management decision-making powers. And the second, community-based participatory research should be research conducted with the communities and for the communities and not on the communities. So how many by show of hands agree that braiding traditional knowledge and Western science can go a long way? Yes, so traditional knowledge systems and Western science are distinct from one another. They have variations, but when braided together, they can facilitate co-creation of knowledge, leading to new insights and result in better informed consent, and this is called two-eyed seeing concept. That is multiple ways of knowing, doing, and telling through the indigenous knowledge system, and also the what we call now the scientific knowledge system. So this is called the two-eyed seeing concept. And last but significantly, aquatic ecosystem is a complex food web, but we make it simple in our everyday lives. We, the indigenous community, make it so simple in our everyday life, and the speed and priority for our inclusion in managing our own ecosystem should commensurate with the urgency to acknowledge our knowledge systems in its entirety. And this is a very powerful picture that I really liked during my fellowship to Flinders University. It's braid of sweet grass and electrical wires, and how braiding indigenous knowledge system and Western science can help in knowledge co-creation. Thank you.